They grew very close in the celebrity Big Brother house, but are Chris Hughes and JoJo Siwa more than just mates? Now, so apparently the very lovey-dovey pair have been getting very close. Apparently spotted kissing during Chris's trip to the US this week. I know. And Chris's best mate, our Jake Quickenden, has been out in America getting all the goss from JoJo herself in a new social media clip that is going viral.
This is it, isn't it? It's nothing like an hour day. Everything's very complicated. And actually, a friend of mine's daughter who tells me everything, she gives me all the goss. She's like 17 and a half, so she knows all these weird words that we know nothing about. We're going to sound 105 now. Anyway, I said, can you give me the stages of how it works now with the guy? And she goes, talking to, linking, exclusive, boyfriend and girlfriend.
Slow down.
Yeah. So talking to...
Yeah.
Linking...
What linking?
I'm going to explain.
On social media.
Is that LinkedIn?
No, I'm going to tell you in a minute. No. Exclusive, and then you move to boyfriend and girlfriend. And I said... So I said, when do you not sleep with anyone else? And she said...
You have to sleep with
when you're exclusive, isn't it?
Well, yes, when you're exclusive, but girls stay loyal even when it's talking to, which is the first one. So girls stay loyal through talking to, linking, exclusive, boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, I've got an headache now.
Yeah. Poor kids, eh? Girls always stay loyal. But she said talking to, linking, exclusive, this is mainly for men because they still want to sleep with everyone. And she said, and a situationship is like a long time talking to stage.
But so this is what JoJo and Chris are supposed to be in a situationship.
She said, and that basically means it never ends and it's referred to as being like hell.
Right.
So when you're talking...
I'm a 17 and a half.
So you're not intimate in the talking to phase?
No, you don't
if I'm
have
wrong.
to be.
Was she not in a gay relationship 8 weeks ago?
Yeah, but that won't matter because you can change.
But in my day...
That's not...
Maybe she likes both.
Yeah, exactly. It's like...
All right, okay.
It was so much simpler when we were young. A boy would go, do you want to go to the cinema on Saturday? And you go, yes. And you go, I'm going to the cinema with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Straight away, it would be, that is my boyfriend, because he's just asked me out.
Yeah, I would wink at someone and then they knew they were my boyfriend.
I mean, it's like, I don't understand why there's... And it has to just be to suit blokes.
Yeah.
You didn't muck about with all this, did you, Linda?
No, I didn't.
Straight
I've
in
only
there.
ever had 2 partners. Yeah. I'm not a lover of this online dating as well, because it could be a serial killer when you go meet them, couldn't it?
Well, so could it be if you meet them in a club.
But also, they never look like what they do in their photographs, do they? They look gorgeous in the photographs, and you turn out and you think, oh, my God, that's not him, is it?
Have you been on there?
What, online dating?
Yeah.
No, I'm past all that now.
No, I don't know. You're a bit of knowledge there going on.
Oh, no, I'm not interested in all of that. But I do worry about the online one because you don't know until you get there who you're seeing. And then they never look the same anyway.
But it's interesting, isn't it? Because we might think linking, talking to, situationship, oh, God, has this got better for women? And yet with all of that, actually, we had it better. Because actually... At the end of that, she says, and it's just all these words, but actually men aren't expected to... Women just do stay loyal.
My youngest is 21 and she didn't go through any of that thing that you've just... It was just...
But you might not know, it's just...
So it's like not everybody's doing that, are they?
But I don't think they would
just
mention it.
operate normally.
But that is normally. No, but that is normally. It probably wouldn't come up in conversation because they go, well, what do you mean? Of course I'm talking to. No, it's just...
Back in my day, it was called courting.
Courting back in 1925.
Did you meet under the big clock?
Of course
did you? Yeah, absolutely.
She wanted a wax-sealed letter, didn't you, to arrive on a horse?
Yeah. Have you noticed that Jeremy Clarkson's looking a little bit trimmed and rather well-groomed in the new series of his show?
No.
Yeah. Clarkson Farm, of course.
Looks exactly the same.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I read that and I looked at the photograph and thought, OK...
He's literally just wearing a black shirt.
Yeah, OK. Anyway, no, looking fabulous, but apparently it's got nothing to do with girlfriend Lisa Hogan. Jeremy said, Lisa's given up trying to make me look presentable. Which is such an old-fashioned thing, isn't it, in that... Is it the woman who's going to make the guy look presentable?
Well, some of them are beyond making them look presentable.
OK.
Aren't they? Yeah. So my husband back in the day used to wear those jelly shoes with socks. That was a no-no.
Did you tell him?
I did tell him. Of course I told him, and I hid the shoes as well.
Did you tell him in a gentle and considerate way?
No, I didn't. I said, get them shoes off you. You look ridiculous.
Well, I think particularly when... I mean, Jeremy, I've known Jeremy 1,000 years. He's always looked exactly the same. But I think middle-aged men in particular, there is a tendency, particularly if they're in a long-term marriage or whatever, that they do just suddenly... Because there comes a point where you've got to groom because your hair starts coming out everywhere and...
Yeah.
And they just sort of think, oh, well, love me or leave... You know, love me or leave me or whatever, yeah. I am what I am sort of thing. Whereas I think women, as they get older, tend to suddenly try and keep... You know, and it's just for ourselves. You just like to feel that you look, you know, groomed and whatever. And I think a lot of, not all, but I think a lot of middle-aged men just sort of stop doing that.
Yeah, it's love me, love my nasal hair, isn't it?
I can be... I saw this video a while ago, viral video, and it was this guy reading out all the things that his wife had said to him that he could never say to her, like, you know, oh, like, put your trousers up, your stomach looks terrible, like that. And she's laughing her head off by all this because, of course, she's hearing that he wouldn't be able to say that back to her. And I was thinking about me and Mark, and I do say things like, oh, God, you know, Maddie, get the kitchen scissors. Your eyes are starting to look like a Tory MP. His eyebrows. Because you know how Tory MPs, their eyebrows come out like that?
No, the biggest MP for that was Dennis Healey, and he was Labour.
Oh, yeah, but he was just one in Labour. Mostly it's Tory. And mostly the Tories, it comes out of their ears as well. So, like, and so I'm like, it's coming out of your ears.
I would never say that to Ian. Never.
Yeah, well, if Mark said that to me, honestly, the house would be on fire if he said something like, go and have a shave to me. I'd be like, ah! You know, but it made me think, my God, I will just throw those out.
I think most women do it by stealth. So what you do is you go, oh, I bought you this lovely blue shirt. Look how it goes with your eyes. And you put it in the wardrobe. And then as you're doing that, you take out the offending baggy grey T-shirt that they've been living in for the last 6 months and accidentally lose it.
But when I think back, my mum used to, not every morning, but certainly if they were going out, my mum would lay out my dad's clothes.
No, that was a big thing in the older generation.
I know, that's the first controversial thing I've said. But, you know, it's like the shirt, the tie.
Yeah.
He was colourblind, my dad. Oh, my goodness, he would have, like, a purple shirt and a lime green tie and,
But she's not doing it because she thinks he
like
can't dress himself. She was doing it because she was basically saying to him, this is how I would like you to look.
Yeah.
For me to continue to find you attractive.
It's so funny, like last winter, I said this thing and I did it sort of casually. We were doing a live one and I said, oh, God, there's just something about a man in a chunky jumper.
Did you do that with your shoulders?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I said, I just love a man in a chunky jumper. I don't know what it is, I just want to rip it off. Anyway, I was laughing to myself because I knew it was going to be chunky jumper, chunky jumper. And lo and behold, it was. But poor Mark, he runs hot, you know, he's always hot. You know? And I was, like, not mentioning it. And he's coming down in these jumpers.
Why don't you tell us what he's like on the inside, not the outside?
He's lovely. And he's even lovelier with a chunky jumper.
Yeah. Yeah. She does love a fisherman's friend.
I do.
You do.